the election night effectively has become an election week. But what result it has thrown out? Joe Biden is the 46th president-elect, and also Kamala Harris is the Vice President of the United States of America. And clearly, a lot will, of course, be spoken about this woman who's broken so many of these glass barriers. And she is also the first woman president. She's the first woman of color. She's the first woman of Asian descent, the first woman of Jamaican descent. And she, of course, has made history with the fact proving that in the American elections, it is possible for a woman and also for a daughter of an immigrant to in fact aspire to the biggest office in the land. Let's take a look as to the profile of Kamala Harris and as to what she brings to the table as the Vice President of the United States of America.
Kamala Harris was born in Oakland, California. Her mother, Shyamala, was a breast cancer scientist from India. Her father was of Jamaican origin. Kamala is the elder of two siblings. She and her sister Maya were raised by her mother after their parents separated. In her autobiography, The Truths We Told, Kamala writes that her mother adopted Oakland's black culture. She knew that her mother's adopted homeland would see Maya and me as black girls, and she was determined to make sure we would grow into confident, proud black women. Kamala's identity as a black woman sticks with her through her career. When Kamala was in school, her mother took up a teaching job in Canada. Kamala and her sister moved to Montreal along with their mother. Upon returning to the US, Kamala Harris enrolled herself in one of the country's prominent black campuses, the Howard University. She studied law there. Kamala describes the 4 years at Howard as one of the most formative experiences of her life. For me, Howard is home, the family that you chose. In 2003, Kamala Harris became the district attorney for San Francisco. Very soon, she became the first woman and the first black person to serve as California's Attorney General. Kamala describes herself as a progressive prosecutor, but not many agree. Kamala entered the Senate in 2017. One of the highlights of her term as a junior senator was the interrogation of Judge Brett Kavanaugh in the Mueller probe. Kamala announced her presidential race in 2019. What made her run for office? She says it was the urge to change the system from within. Kamala took on Biden during the primary debates, but soon she had to end her candidacy over shortage of funds. In December 2019, Harris said she would do everything in her power to elect Joe Biden as the next US president. Today, Kamala is extremely vocal about reforms in the police system.
What we have is a package of legislation that is about accountability for police. And let's all be clear, this is in the best interest of all Americans, not just black Americans.
But during her term as a prosecutor, she rarely prosecuted police officers who killed civilians. Kamala refused to allow DNA testing that may have exonerated a black man on death row. When it comes to her views on civil rights and democracy, Kamala says they were shaped during her walks along the beaches of Chennai.
Get out there and fight for the best of who we are.
Those walks along the beach in India really planted something in my mind and created a commitment in me before I even realized it. It has led me to where I am.
Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
Co-presented by Skoda. Simply clever.